Well, welcome to ringside here at Nasrec for the featherweight contest between Ntshingila and Modesty Napunyi of Kenya. This will be over 10 rounds. The boxers in the ring still gloving up, as you can see. And we'll go over now to the official ring announcer for the introductions.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Broad of Africa #2, brought to you by CCV Sports Arena and Ringwise Promotion, with their debut international bout also as the main bout of the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, before I announce the main bout of the afternoon, I'm going to call the chairman of the Kenyan Boxing Commission, Mr. Peter Orwa, to say a word or two. Mr. Orwa. And meanwhile, Aaron Kabi, Swenke Gomba, and John Bergman, please take the ring. Aaron Kabi, Swenke Gomba, and John Bergman, please take the ring. Come and wish your fellow boxers good luck. There's Johnny, Aaron Kabi, and Swenke Gomba. Aaron Kabi, Swenke Gomba. There's Aaron Kabi, and there's Swenke Gomba. Over to the chairman, Peter Orwa.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to bring forth greetings from Kenya to everybody in South Africa. We were all looking forward to this event as the greatest breakthrough to our expected good relationship, which has just started. And we expect more bouts, more fights, and more games to take place between Kenya and South Africa. I know every one of you know very well that sports has no boundaries in this world. We shall keep coming to South Africa, and you also will keep coming to Kenya to forge better relationship for the already good relationship that is taking place. We hope this will augur for the better and good and prosperous relationship between we Kenyans and South Africa and the world as a whole. Thank you very much.
Well, that was Peter Orwa, the chairman of the Kenya Boxing Commission.
Thank you, sir. We're deeply honored. And ladies and gentlemen, for the main bout of the afternoon, let's get ready for the 10 rounds of boxing. That is in the featherweight division, over 10 rounds. Introducing first, on my right, in white and black trunks, weighing in at 56.70 kilograms, with a professional record of 22 fights, 116, lost 6, 14 of his opponents never saw the distance, ranked for the Africa Commonwealth. Let's welcome the former Commonwealth champion, Modesty Napunyi. And in the opposite corner, in white and red trunks, weighing in at 57.15 kilograms, with a professional record of 21 fights, 120, lost 1, 17 of his opponents never saw a thing, ranked 1 for the junior lightweight champion in the South Africa. Let's welcome from South Africa, November Ntshingila. And your officials for this bout, your referee, Mr. Pukwana, your judges, Major Skete, Khadebe, and Hon, your medical officer, Dr. Agustin, your tournament supervisor, Mr. Sono, and your timekeeper, Champ Bowe.
Well, Bert, here we go to the first Kenyan boxer to fight in South Africa. Modesty Napunyi, one-time Commonwealth junior lightweight champion, come down to featherweight now, I believe. But he's been in the game a pretty long time.
Yes, I see Napunyi is the African Boxing Confederation Zone 5 featherweight champion. So he's come down in weight from junior light. And I understand that Napunyi spent 2 months training in Nakuru, which is a high country area around Nairobi, to get acclimatized for the altitude here in Johannesburg. So there should be no complaints about conditions.
Well, it's to be seen if he puts up a better show than the Nigerian who came out here and fought November in his last fight. Lasted 3 rounds. And Ntshingila looked very smart and short with his punches that day, right on the target, and he's right back to doing it again by the look of it.
Yes, it looks as though he's back to where he left off. He's not wasting any time. It's Ntshingila who's pushing that left jab between the gloves of Napunyi. If this Kenyan's got any weak links in his defense, you can bet that Ntshingila will find them.
Been a professional for about 8 years, as Napunyi. Been through the wars and knows his way around the ring.
Well, so far the South Africans have been head and shoulders above the boxers from the rest of Africa. We've seen Nigerians, we've seen Zambians, and we've seen the odd Malawian a few years back, and South Africans have more than held their own. And these are the first boxers from Kenya.
And right now, the first boxer from Kenya is having a little bit of a torrid time, because that left jab and overhand right hook and then a left hook from Ntshingila is finding its mark and giving Napunyi a bit of a hard time up there.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He's in trouble, and down he goes. Referee Bakwana takes up the count.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, right.
Bakwana thinks twice about letting him box on, and Ntshingila straight into him. Napunyi is going to have to pull out something extra to keep out of trouble here, because he takes a left hook to the chin, wobbles badly, and looks like he's going to go down again.
Well, I don't know what's holding him up, Len. He hasn't really thrown a punch, but now he's sagging down into the ropes. Referee Bakwana counting over him as he wobbles around this ring. Very unlikely that this fight's going to go more than a round or two.
Well, for a former Commonwealth champion, he's not looking at all good. Wobbling very badly. That left hand of Ntshingila is bouncing off Napunyi's chin.
And I don't recall a single punch coming from Napunyi in this round.
He doesn't look as capable of throwing one. Down he goes from another left hook to the chin.
And referee Bakwana counting, although the bell has rung.
That's 3 times down in the first round, and that's the end of the round.
This continent of ours demands a special breed of transport with the ruggedness, comfort, economy, and the unflinching determination of Ford's industrial strength courier range for 1993. Now also in double cabs, 4x4 and 4x2.
Welcome back to ringside. Here we are at the start of round 2. It was an explosive round 1 with Napunyi on the canvas 3 times. He's shown a little bit more a movement here at the start of the second, Leonard.
Yes, he's actually pushing out a left and trying a right hand to the body, but I don't know if it's going to help him too much, because he took a shellacking in that first round, and to get over that's going to take some doing. And Ntshingila bound to get that left hook of his going in again after his left jab, and the Kenyan just does not seem to have an answer to it. Trying with his own left jab, trying to keep more composed now, and holding his hands up much higher, but leaves his body open, and Ntshingila goes down there.
Yes, it was something of a miracle that Napunyi survived round one. And once again, he's under a lot of pressure as Ntshingila backs him up against the rope above us. Ntshingila looking to unload the left hook.
The Kenyan doesn't seem to have the strength or the power to keep Ntshingila out.
Yes, and remember, this is a former Commonwealth junior lightweight champion. He is the current ABC featherweight champion.
And he continues to take a shellacking, whether it's to the head, which he's now trying to protect, or to the body, which he's leaving open. But Ntshingila's banging away with both hands.
Yes, we've seen so few punches from Napunyi in this fight. I don't think we've seen more than half a dozen he's attempted to throw. Mostly he's on the defense, as he's doing now. And the few punches he has pushed out, feeble left jabs.
Wobbles from a right hand to the head, and then a left hook goes in after it. The body blows from Ntshingila landing.
In his last fight, November, Ntshingila made short work of Sunday Akali from Nigeria, and he would like to do the same here this afternoon against Modesty Napunyi.
Certainly going the right way about it. Half a minute to go in the second round. Looks like Napunyi might just see out this round.
Well, I must say that in itself is a surprise, because after that blistering attack in round one, I thought that Ntshingila might end it in the second.
Well, this Kenyan has certainly taken a lot of punishment and plenty of shots in these first two rounds. And there, as we come to the end of the round, 2 rounds and all Ntshingila.
Hey, how you doing? Okay? Yeah. Doing okay. Legs are gonna come back. They'll come back. It's just you're a little tight, that's all. Yeah. Just try and relax. All right? It's coming okay.
Water. You understand? Yeah, umshaye phansi shaye phezulu la. But the timing, ungifukekele nje. Umshaye phansi shaye phezulu, okay? Yeah, that's right. Don't get mad. And don't forget your jab. Okay. Steep jab and left hook and a right uppercut. And then stay to him. So stay close and work. Okay.
Well, here we are at the start of round 3 of this featherweight contest between November Ntshingila and Modesty Napunyi. And after that blistering opening attack in round 1, round 2 was a lot less exciting, but still very much Ntshingil's round. And surprise, surprise, Napunyi beginning to jab here at the start of the third.
But all he's doing with that is forcing Ntshingila to stay at long range and throw shots which are landing from a good distance. Napunyi are able to just block a few of those on his gloves, but not all of them.
Well, Ntshingila putting lots of power behind his punches here in the third. You can hear the punches thudding home.
A lot of those blows from Ntshingila going high on the head, where they don't seem to worry Napunyi too much. But down on the body, he's taking quite a shellacking.
Well, all things considered, the Kenyan has made a surprisingly good recovery, but for how long?
His head was rocked back by one right hand to the head there. Ntshingila throwing a barrage from all quarters now. He's really unfolding with a lot of good punches.
Here's Ntshingila picking his shots. Landing almost at will.
Well, 3 rights to the head and 1 left. Napunyi's still there, but how, I don't know, because those punches were good ones.
Ntshingila giving this Kenyan a torrid time. He's had him on the canvas 3 times in round 1. Easily won the second and quite clearly taking the third.
Yes, it's very much a one-horse race at this stage. The Kenyan just standing up to it, but taking a lot of shots. It's almost target practice now for Ntshingila.
Yes, and Napunyi came to this country with a good reputation, a former Commonwealth champion, a former junior lightweight champion of the African Boxing Confederation, and the current featherweight champion in Zone 5.
Well, he's certainly displaying a degree of toughness, but that doesn't win you fights. Not if you haven't got the armament to go with it, and he's producing nothing to keep Ntshingila away. And that's the end of round 3. Well, he's lasted longer than Ntshinghila's last opponent, but he's taken a lot of punishment in the process.
Huh? Kasha. Breathe in and out, deeply. November, work more to the body. In the head, you soften them up nicely. Work more to the body, and then you go up. You understand? You work more to the body, and you go up. Timing, huh? All right. Keep your defense up. You work more and more to the body.
Showed everybody what he can do. He doesn't have anything more. That's the best he's got.
Yeah.
Right, and you're taking everything, and you're still standing there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Now you show him what you can do.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
That tear up his body. Rearrange his face. All right? It's your fight, man.
Well, what a contrast of advices. Ntshinghila's told, go to the belly, go to the belly. And Napunyi is told, you've taken all these good shots and you're still there, so now go and bust him up.
Well, I think we know who to believe. And it's Ntshingila on his toes, boxing very nicely indeed, mixing up his punches well and backing up Napunyi here at the start of the 4th.
It's the same story, and as target practice for Ntshingila. A nice right hand to the head. That wobbled his opponent.
Well, Ntshingila is certainly carrying out the instructions he got in the corner between rounds. He's barraging to the body. And of course, the object, I would suspect, is to try and get Napunyi to drop his hands. He holds them fairly high, as you can see.
Doesn't seem to be a man with a lot of power in his blows.
Well, this is a sustained attack from Ntshingila here in the 4th round. Very little coming back from the Kenyan, you notice.
And yet the Kenyan, surprisingly, is trying to go forward. Going forward and not doing anything about it could be more dangerous than going on the retreat.
Well, still it's Ntshingila driving those shots to the body. They must take their toll. And I dare say that before long, Napunyi's hands are going to come down. They will come down to protect the body. They must do.
Yes, he's taken a lot of shots there. And all Ntshingila wants is that opening to the head. When he sees that road ahead, I think he's going to drive it in hard.
Well, he nearly did in round 1. What an explosive start to this fight by Ntshingila. Things have quietened down a little since then, but it's a systematic attack by the South African. He's cutting his opponent down to size.
couple of head blows going in there. A bit high up, but finding their target. And that's the end of round 4.
That's a lot better. Okay, now, you want to win this fight or not?
I want, man.
Okay. Throw punches. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do is throw punches.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Maybe you take a couple of punches. So what? You're taking his best shots. Huh? Gotta throw back, man. Gotta throw back.
Yeah.
Take a bit more.
Okay. Spray sharp too.
Take a bit more.
Okay. Listen now. You go there, you straight.
Put in my class.
Okay. You got in, under attack.
Good job.
To the body, to the head. Okay. Body and the head. And don't forget your jab. You understand? Work more. Work more. You are not tired. You are doing good. Just keep your defense.
Yeah, myself.
Right. Okay.
Round 5 scheduled for 10. And need hardly tell you that November Ntshingila clearly hit on points after the first 4 rounds. And still is Ntshingila directing those shots to the body.
Yes, we're only in the 5th round, and he must be at least 5 points ahead,
Break. Step back. Step back.
if not more.
Yes, all we've really seen from Napunyi is gameness. He certainly hasn't shown us much in the way of punching.
The occasional prodding left jab, and that's all, really speaking. It's just a continuation of the process here. And Ntshingila bangs away to the body, gets the odd one through to the head. Very little coming back from the opposition.
Yes, Ntshingila tried an uppercut. It missed, fortunately, for Napunyi. But he's mixing up his punches well. We get a nice variety of punches coming from Ntshingila. And as Len pointed out, very little coming back from the Kenyan.
Back.
Well, I'll give the Kenyans this much. They're showing a good deal more toughness than some of the Zambians and Nigerians, particularly that we had here. But he's going to need it now because Ntshingila is putting on the pressure, coming right on top of him.
Yes, although Napunyi hasn't scored many points in this fight, he's shown a lot of courage. Quite remarkable the way he's come back from that first round, which was a disaster for him. 3 times on the canvas and nearly out just before the bell.
I noticed in between rounds his corner said to him, "Do you want to win this fight?" And he says, "Yes, I want to win it." He's going to have to do something special. And there he actually came in with a right uppercut to the body and left himself open. Took a couple of good shots from Ntshingila in the process.
Yes, I dare say that Ntshingila would be quite happy if Napunyi was throwing more punches, because it gives him the opportunity to counter.
At least would get those gloves down, which is what he wants. I wonder how long Napunyi is going to be able to keep him up there with all that body blows going in.
Well, here's some replay from that 5th round, halfway stage of the fight, and as you can see, it's Ntshingila dictating the terms, driving Napunyi around the ring, trying to get those gloves down. There's been a blistering body attack from Ntshingila, and that's been the object. More replay from that 5th round. Good right hand to the head and a very good left hook from Ntshingila, driving the Kenyan back. But still the gloves are held high.
Well, we've just passed the halfway stage, and we've reached one of those ridiculous positions in boxing where Ntshingila now must be 6 or 7 points ahead, at least. I'm not keeping score, you are, but it means that the other man must score a knockout to win, and does he look like he could do anything like that?
Well, it certainly doesn't look that way, and you're quite right. On our card, we've got Ntshingila 7 points ahead after 5 rounds. The first round, of course, scored 10 points to 7 because of the 3 knockdowns, which makes it impossible for Napunyi to win this fight on points. He has to win by knockout, and surely he must know that.
Well, I think he does, but I don't think he's got the equipment to do it. His punches certainly don't carry any kind of weight that's worrying Ntshingila when they have landed, the rare ones. And it's still Ntshingila doing most of the battering. Oh, he does throw 2 good right hands, short ones to the head, which brings a round of applause from the Kenyan sitting just behind us.
One hold. Right.
Well, everything is relative, of course, but Napunyi has actually got better the longer the fight has gone. But now look at Ntshingila pour it on. Drove him back towards the rope with a couple of good shots to the head.
Well, of course, now Napunyi is trying to open up and do a bit of punching, and that leaves him open just as Ntshingila has been hoping, and he can get through with a couple of the shots to the head. One of those really rocked Napunyi's head backwards.
Don't hold with one hand.
There's Ntshingila really going in now. His opponent holding. Short uppercuts, hooks over the top, coming in from Ntshingila. Another good uppercut, and that one really shook Napunyi. Well, Ntshingila certainly bounced just about every punch in the book off of his opponent. And he's still there, but he really has been taking a shellacking.
Yes, it's a pretty one-sided fight. We all suspected it wouldn't go as far as this because of that explosive round 1 when Napunyi was on the canvas 3 times. But all credit to the Kenyan. He stood up well for what has been 6 rounds.
6 rounds down and what? 8 points ahead. Match play golf. This would be all over by now.
Okay. You got it. You got it. Now, listen. Right. Are you with me? Are you listening what I'm talking about? Right. Right. You must listen carefully. Now, listen, remember, you go to the body, you hit the body 1, 2, 3, uppercut.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, uppercut. Okay? And a left hook.
Okay.
Right. But don't forget, keep your defense up. Don't waste. Okay? Just hit the target.
Huh?
I want.
You're in your house, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's work. Gotta throw all you gotta do is throw punches.
Yeah.
You're gonna back this guy up. All you gotta do is start backing him up.
Okay.
Make him back up. You're the man.
Well, that's easier said than done. Make him back up.
Get him, man. Get him.
And almost immediately, it's once again Ntshingila on the attack, dictating the terms, backing up the Kenyan.
This Kenyan has very, very little to offer. And what he has, I think, has been burnt out of him with all those round after round of punching that he's been taking.
Yes, well, I think the statement being made here this afternoon is that South African boxing far superior to anything else on the continent. The standard of boxing in this country really is on a par with anything we've seen in Europe, certainly that I've seen recently, and quite clearly much better than what we've seen elsewhere in Africa.
Yes, but we were together over there, and I think we agree that the the undercards certainly do not measure up in Europe and in Britain to what we see down here. These undercards are always good, well matched, and plenty of action. Right now it's the Kenyan coming back and actually hitting Ntshingila with some good shots, putting a bit of fight into it.
Well, he's a very brave man. His courage is not questioned, but he's so far behind on points. The only way he can win this fight is by knockout.
Which gives the impression again, Bert, that we've had them from Zambia, we've had them from, as you said earlier, a couple from Malawi, we've had them from Nigeria, now we've got the first from Kenya, and they do not measure up to the standards here, not the imports as they've been. I'm wondering if out of Africa only means Robert Redford and Meryl Streep.
Well, Napunyi was rocked with a right to the head and another, forced to hold momentarily. Ntshingila doubling up with the right hand.
Blood starting to ooze out of the Kenyan's mouth. I'm not surprised, he's taken a lot of hard shots on it.
Couple of good uppercuts on the inside from Ntshingila.
And the Kenyan's still trying to find back. I'll give him that much. He's got plenty of heart.
Yes, he's a courageous man.
And that last right hook over the top, that hurt him, and he's glad to get back to his corner.
Give me water, Repe. Give me water. Give more, rinse the mouth. Okay. Right. It's a sponge fry after 3 rounds, man. Okay, in and out, in and out, in and out, bro. Listen, you got him all right, okay? But keep on shooting that right uppercut. Right and left uppercut. Boom, boom. Left hook, keep the defense up, don't forget.
Right uppercut.
Yes, right uppercut. And the left hook in the short right hand. But keep your defense up all the time. But keep working, working out.
Any way possible. Push him back, punch. Step around and punch. Don't step around and look at him like I'm nice. No, no, no. We're not here to look nice.
Okay.
Huh? We're here to throw punches. And the only way you're going to win is throw punches. You back this guy. You can hit him with a combination, man.
Round 8 scheduled for 10. And on our card, Ntshingila far, far ahead on points.
Yes, I think, Bert, what we're seeing actually is the story of the best that do come out of Africa get taken over to the riches of the United States and Europe, and they fight there. And what's left behind are the moderates, and unfortunately most of them being imported here.
Yes, until such time as we have the Zuma Nelsons coming to South Africa, perhaps it's unfair to judge a standard in the rest of the continent.
Well, you even get a young fella like Joseph Chingangu, who realizes after one fight in Zambia that he couldn't make the grade there, so he came down here. 4 fights here, and he's now going overseas. And that's the story. The good ones go away. And this is just becoming a merciless, methodical beating.
Yes, it's so one-sided, Len, you know, really. The sporting aspect of it has long since left the ring. Napunyi is a human punch bag. And as you say, in fact, there is a rule in the British regulations that would, under these circumstances, would allow the referee to stop the fight and award it to the man who's so far ahead on points.
They do that. They do that quite often. And this is an instance, I think, where it could happen. This must be, if it goes the distance, one of the biggest landslide margins we've seen for a long time.
Yes, particularly as round one would have been scored in favor of Ntshingila by at least 10 points to 7. That's taken into account the 3 knockdowns.
Ntshingila still on the attack, coming forward, doing all the punching, landing pretty crisp blows. But I wonder if there's really a lot of power in those punches. They're hurting, but you'd think a real power puncher would have had this man down by now.
Don't let him come forward. Don't let him come forward, all right? Don't worry about the little tiny scratch, all right? Don't even worry about it. All right? I don't want you to take one backward step. He can't fight going backwards. He can only jab when he's going back. Because when you let him move forward a little bit, that's when he does something. If you keep him backing up, he can't do nothing. Huh? He can only come forward. He can't go back. Keep pushing him back. If you get into a clinch, push him back.
Okay. Make it feast all the time. You got to fight in the back.
Well, round 9 of this fight scheduled for 10. Ntshingila far ahead on points. The pattern set in round 1, it hasn't changed. And as Leonard mentioned at the end of the 8th round, the wonder is where has Ntshingila's punching power gone? He almost entered the fight in the first, but he hasn't been able to put Napunyi down since then.
No, the man hasn't seemed to be on his way towards the canvas at any stage since then. He's actually come back fighting quite well. Not in it at all, really, but trying. And which indicates that he's been able to take the best of Ntshingila''s blows and still come into it. Modesty Napunyi, I believe also known as Tito in his home country. Ntshingila banging away, getting in smartly over the top with those shots. He takes one of the few right hands to the head that he's had to take during this fight. Napunyi actually hit him with that one, but in goes Ntshingila. This is repetitive stuff. It goes on the same way all the way through.
Well, Ntshingila just cannot find the punch to put Napunyi back on the canvas. My goodness, he's tried, but nothing seems to work for him. But of course, he's building up a tremendous lead on points.
I'd hate to try and count back the number of shots with both hands he's landed, body and head. But they must be quite a sum.
Well, this is the 9th round winding down. One more to go. And really the scorecards are almost academic.
Yes. Here we go. 3 more minutes to go of this fight. the most one-sided international we've seen for a long time.
It's the last round. We're gonna knock him out. All right? You see how many right hands you hit him with? Maybe if you throw 50, maybe if you throw 50 of them.
Okay. Yeah. Don't be careless. Work on him. You hit the body, hit the head. You hit the body, hit the head. And that uppercut, don't forget, it's the best weapon. Okay. Right and left. Boom, boom. Keep your defense up. Don't step back. Stay close now. Keep on working all the time. Breathe in and out now. Deeply. Go back.
Okay, shake hands, fellas.
The 10th and final round of this featherweight contest between Ntshingila and Modesty Napunyi of Kenya.
Well, Napunyi can go back to Kenya with not very many happy memories of being the first Kenyan to fight in South Africa. He can take back the knowledge that he's one of the gamest, toughest of the African fighters to come here, but certainly a well-beaten one.
Well, Napunyi lucky to survive round one, but boxing reasonably well here in the 10th. Even though he's not scoring points, at least he's still trying to make a fight of it.
And fighting back, trying his best here to make a go of it in the last round. Still getting caught by those Ntshingila hands, both of them coming in. The gloves of Ntshingila working overtime, going into body, going into head, banging away. But the Kenyans still trying so hard. Certainly, Ntshingila has learned how to throw over the top and then come straight through with the same hand in an uppercut. A good move and is scoring points. And here the Kenyan comes back at him and forces him on the retreat.
Well, Ntshingila must be wondering what's holding Napunyi up. He's hit him with just about every punch in the book, and he's still there.
Less than 50 seconds to go in the fight. Right uppercut takes Napunyi's head right backwards, and yet he's still there. He's as tough as Mount Kilimanjaro itself, this man. Well, that's the end. Bert, would you give it by at least 12 points?
Yes, I certainly would. I think the margin has to be that. Ntshingila won every round, and don't forget, round one was by a 10 points to 7 margin, so that gives him an incredible number of points on our card anyway. Be interesting to see how the judges see it, but really, it's quite academic. No question about it. Ntshingila has won this fight and won it handsomely. And here's some replay from that last round. And as you can see, it's Ntshingila backing up the Kenyan, firing punches to the body, hooking to the head. And about all we can say for Napunyi is that he's a very game man indeed.
Thanks.
Having survived that first round, he's stood up very well here to go the 10. But to what purpose? And the big surprise, of course, is that Ntshingila couldn't find the punch to put him back on the canvas after knocking him down 3 times in round 1. And my goodness, he hit him with everything, just as you can see in this replay. Hooks, jabs, uppercuts, crosses. A steady stream of punches coming from Ntshingila. And very little coming back from Napunyi.
Well, it shouldn't take the officials at the border controls table long to sort this out. No, it hasn't, because there Stanley Sono has given referee Bakwana the scorecards. They hand it over to the ring announcer, and here we go for the result.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the 2 boxers a big hand, please. What wonderful display of talent. This is how the judges have seen the fight. Judge Skete scores the fight 189. Judge Khadebe scores the fight 188. Judge Horn scores the fight 190. And the winner on a unanimous point decision, November Ntshingila.
Well, there you have it. November Ntshingila, winner on points over 10 rounds by
Let's give
possibly the
big hand
biggest
to our
points margin
visitor,
that we've seen in a ring in South
Napunyi.
Africa for a long time.
And to Modesty, please don't despair.
Well, scenes of
Pay us
jubilation in the ring.
visit again.
Scenes of jubilation and a good
And
winner,
to the chairman,
November
Western
Ntshingila.
friends.
And with that,